Good morning, man. I am super fired up to be out here this morning. Guys, if you don't get the sense from Bry when you hear him talking, before we started this call up, if you don't get the feeling that something special is going on in this community, then you got to check your pulse. There is something. There's something so great going on here, and I mean, MLSP has been a staple in this industry. I saw Bry this past weekend in Tampa, and we hung out a couple weekends before in Austin and lived the dream. And I was joking with them. I said, MLSP has been around for 6-7 years now, something like that. I mean, you'd have to check the website to see what the exact number is, but the bottom line is, I think I said in internet dog years. Right? I mean, that's like crazy, right? Right? I mean, is that not crazy, Bri? Do you ever step back and just go, oh my goodness, like this is what we've done here? It's insane. It's amazing. And
thank you, man.
Well, yeah.
It is leaders like you guys, man. I mean, on paper, this community should have been dead 4 or 5 years ago. If you just say internet marketing system, you've got a shelf life of about 2 or 3 years. But honestly, man, it's the leadership that you guys. It's guys like you who help keep the machine going, and we're changing lives, man. And you're right. Stuff's coming, dude. We haven't seen anything yet. I'll stop. It's your call.
Yeah, no, right on. Well, guys.
It's been good to hang out in the last couple of weeks, too, man.
Yeah. I'm excited to be on here this morning, guys. Bri, I appreciate all you guys do over at MLSP, and it's really fun for me to watch, and you guys should be excited because we sit there and we celebrate something like six years out there online, and the reality is there is an energy in this community right now that feels like it's relaunching and launching into the stratosphere, going to new places. Okay, and now we come here for something, right? We come here. To learn how to, grow as people, of course, to learn how to grow our business, to learn how to build our brand. But one of the big front-end promises of My Lead System Pro is to help you generate leads, right? Because leads are ultimately the lifeblood of a business. Now, there are a lot of different definitions out there of what a lead is. I'm going to tell you a lead is someone who is part of your captive audience, becomes part of your captive audience, and because they are open and interested in what you have to say. Now today, I want to talk to you about the secret to fast and easy online lead generation. See, generating leads is easy. Okay, we've got so much traffic training in the back, and you can learn how to use Instagram or Facebook paid marketing or do blogging or any of this stuff, right? But for some reason, a majority of people who try and get online and generate leads continue to struggle, right? They get on trainings, they learn strategies, they implement here and there, and for some reason, the pieces don't come together. So I want permission today to talk to you and to speak to what's at the heart of that problem. For everybody on this call today, if you've got some guts, if you can step up, if you're experiencing that, I want to solve that problem for you. But it may make you a little bit uncomfortable. It may make you squirm a bit in your chair. Why? Because to truly generate leads, guys, you've got to answer a few tough questions. And most people avoid these questions. I've got students, they avoid them left and right. I've done video calls with people where I can see them getting shifty in their chair because I am holding their feet to the fire on these questions. See, most people avoid. Let's face it, people hate to commit. Okay? There's fear of making mistakes. Right? There's fear of choosing wrong, of making a commitment and changing your mind and all that stuff. So most like to stay in kind of this nothing place. Okay, and on today's call, I'm going to call this nothing place because of the nature of the language people use when they're in it. This fluffy never land. Now, I know that that's a ridiculous phrase, right? But I want you to remember it. When you're moving forward in your marketing, I want you to say, hey, am I speaking from fluffy neverland here? Am I making decisions that are fluffy neverland decisions? All right? This place is also known as I don't know why I don't generate leads or convert sales land. I want you to think about that. If that's a question you ask yourself, Why, based on what I'm doing, am I not generating more leads and converting more sales? You're living here. Now, you can be a marketing expert. You can know retargeting. You can know search engine optimization and all that stuff. And if you live here, you won't get very far. So the question is, do you want to move out of this place? Is it cool if you get uncomfortable? Now, I heard an amazing analogy this weekend. I was at a great event, saw Mr. Finale there and his brother, and we had an awesome, awesome weekend. And a gentleman by the name of Vince Reed was speaking on stage, and he spoke about, he was making an analogy, drawing an analogy of the internet being like, like land. Okay, and it really is. Right? And he talked about development, and he talked about creating content and claiming your stake and all that good stuff. See, when the settlers moved west, guys, they claimed land. Now, if you're willing to get uncomfortable today, okay, if you're willing to move outside of your comfort zone and make some tough choices, if you're willing to answer these questions so you can generate leads, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go into the My Lead System Pro Facebook group, and I want you to write this phrase. I want you to make a commitment in faith before you even know what I'm talking about. Because, guys, to be successful, you've got to have belief before results. You've got to move forward without having all the answers. So if you're serious and you're ready to move out of fluffy Never Never Land, I want you to go into the My Lead System Pro group, and I want you to post, today, I will claim my land in the marketplace. I want you to go over to the My Lead System Pro group and make that declaration with faith that myself and the leaders in My Lead System Pro are going to guide you to do so. So you're going to make that commitment boldly. See, the first step, and I hope you're over there making your claim without knowing these steps. You've got to know how you're positioning yourself in the marketplace. This is like deciding, what city you're going to claim your land in so that you're not just roaming around. Okay? If you don't, you're roaming. You're all over the place. You're an internet transient, okay, in this fluffy Never Never Land. Here's how people who live there speak to each other. They say, well, I've been working on some cool stuff, I'm trying some new ideas and some new strategies. I teach people how to generate leads, but I also coach. I show them how to lose weight. When I'm lead gen teaching, I mainly teach Facebook, but I also like video. I want to tell you a little story that I tell, and I think I've told it on a wake-up call before. I tell to students when I'm teaching lead generation. I want you to imagine for a moment that you were going to buy a Porsche. You're going to make a commitment, buy a $80,000, $100,000 car. And you get 3 contacts, right? And they, friends refer people to you, and you're going to go look at Porsches today. And the first place you go, really nice guy greets you. He says, I've got a few beautiful Porsches on the lot. And you look around, and there's some really expensive stuff on the lot. I mean, there's high-end bikes, there's Hummers. Okay, there's all kinds of really, really crazy, expensive vehicles. And he shows you these Porsches, and they're beautiful. And he knows a lot about Porsche, and he seems trustworthy. And you say, you know what? Sounds great, looks great. I've got 2 more meetings today. You go to the next person, and they have just luxury cars. No Hummers, no motorcycles, just luxury cars. Person seems super trustworthy. Few beautiful Porsches on the lot. You check out the cars. He's, it seems like a great deal, seems trustworthy. You like what he's got there. You say, okay, I've got 1 more meeting. I'll get back to you. Next place you go, you walk into a little showroom. 2,000 square feet. There's 4 or 5 cars in there total. They're all Porsches. You sit down on a beautiful couch. You look down at the little coffee table they've got out there. There's Porsche magazines and brochures. Porsche pictures all over the world, or all over the wall. Guy walks in, he's wearing a Porsche shirt, comes up and he shakes your hand. Now, does he have to say anything? Where are you buying your Porsche? Is there any convincing that needs to take place? Does he have to tell you what a great deal you're going to get? Of course not. You're buying your Porsche there because you know you're in the right place. You're in the place you need to be if you're looking for a Porsche. Now, I heard Diane ask one time, what are you the go-to person for? Are you the go-to person for Porsche like this guy is? Right? That's what he was the go-to person for. That's why people are choosing him. That's why they're buying from him. That's why they're walking in the front door. So fill in the blank on this statement. I'm the go-to person for blank. See, now this is where it gets uncomfortable. This is where people start getting fluffy. This is where you start squirming in your chair. See, I have students, I ask this question, and they answer, right? They'll say, I'm the go-to person for moms who want to get healthy, for busy moms who want to get healthy. And then they shrink and trail off into a bunch of secondary answers. But I also like, just nutrition, and I want to take care of teenagers too, and I also teach lead generation. I mean, I like that stuff. I don't want to give that stuff up. Guys, you have got to be decisive. You've got to choose, claim your land in the marketplace. Now, once you do, you've got to know who your target audience is. Another speaker from this past weekend, Peter Montoya, very simple company mission message, like what we provide. I provide X for Y. Write that down. I provide X for Y. Sometimes we can work backwards here, guys. Okay, what's the biggest problem we solve? Who do we solve it for? What do we really do? Now, I'm gonna say something here that might hit home. Many of you are still only out to solve your problem. Ouch, right? Some of you are going, but how do I get leads for me? Excuse me for a second. How do I get leads for me? I need to make money. Right? Some of you are out still only to solve your problem. Those are the glasses you're looking through. Those are the lenses you're looking through. What are you the go-to person for? Who are you serving? I provide X for Y. What's the biggest problem you intend to solve in the marketplace? Now understand, when I say position yourself in the marketplace, if you want to position yourself and brand yourself, okay, as a go-to person for health and wellness, or as a go-to person for travel, or as a go-to person for whatever it is that maybe your product solves, you can do that. Not as many people do that, and that's a powerful position to take in the marketplace. What's so beautiful about MLSP is they've created the funnelizer. So you can go out there and put whatever message you want in the marketplace. You don't have to go out there and give away training on lead gen. You don't have to if you don't want to. Now, that's how I've positioned myself as the go-to person for home business owners who want to move their business successfully online. Okay? That's who I help. I help people like you. Doesn't mean that's who you have to help. We've got all the tools in the world in MLSP. The funnelizer, the CRM, MLSP Sites is coming. You can be whoever you want, but you have to decide who you are. Now, when you say I provide X for Y, stop being fluffy. People won't respond to fluff. When that question was asked at this event this weekend, I thought it was one of the most important moments the entire weekend. Why? Because this is when people start talking like this. I help people who want more achieve their dreams. No offense, but what the heck does that really mean? Who are people who want more? What do they want more of? What are their dreams? Achieve their dreams. See, we're not speaking to anybody. You have to understand that we have a tendency to, marketers, when they're getting started online and position themselves online, they have a tendency to speak like this. I provide X for Y. If you want to position yourself as, say, let's use travel, for example. I provide affordable travel solutions for families. Whoa, okay. If you want to use online marketing, for example, I provide what's working now Facebook strategies for home business entrepreneurs. Okay, that's specific, right? You're the Porsche person now. When somebody gets in your world, when they arrive at the front door of your plot of land, they know they've come to the right place. See, the reason why I believe we speak so fluffy is because nobody wants to choose. Because there's a discomfort in choosing wrong. There's a discomfort in asserting yourself in the marketplace, in claiming your spot. Now, something Peter said this weekend, which I loved, he said, to attract, you must also repel. To attract, you must also repel. See, what that means is, if you're the guy that wants to buy a Hummer and you show up at the Porsche dealership, you're not the right person. That dealership is not right for you, and that's okay. I hope this is sinking in, guys. Once you know how you're positioning yourself in the marketplace, once you've determined who that audience is whose problem you're truly solving, then you have to speak their language. See, there's two crippling languages out there in the marketplace, and most marketers speak it. One is the noise. You sound like everyone else. You're swiping other people's language and copy, and you sound loud, and you sound hypey. You sound desperate. You sound pushy. Language like that makes you annoying. Language like that makes people move away. It creates resistance. It pushes people away. Now, you can repel the wrong people. That's okay. But you can't repel the right people. And language like that repels the right people. The other crippling language is the native language of fluffy never-never-land. You speak to no one. I help everyone live the life they desire. See, this language doesn't repel anyone. It just makes you forgettable. I want you to think about that piece of land you're claiming. And I want you to say, here on my land, I provide X for Y. Plain and simple. So all the Ys out there, all the people who want a Porsche, right? Know that you're in the right place. I want you to think about Brian's intro. Is he speaking like someone who lives in fluffy never-never-land? Or is he on a mission? Is he speaking right to you, right to your heart, right to what the mission of My Lead System Pro is, right to the people whose lives it's going to change? Is Brian trying to change everybody's life on the planet? No, he's not. Okay? Because if he goes out there and tries to do that, he'll change no one's. Will he change hundreds of thousands of lives, maybe millions? Yes. Because he'll change yours and you'll change somebody's and so on and so forth. But because he spoke to you, not because he spoke 3 or 4 generations out. When you do this, people who you don't think will come, will come. The right people will find you, guys. Do not be afraid to let go of a segment of the marketplace. Some people you thought may show up, may not. But you are who you are once you make that decision. Now, once you do, there's a final step. And that is to choose a traffic strategy and make it work. Right? You got to get people into your world, onto your land. Now, notice I don't say choose a traffic strategy and try it and see if it's right for your business. I say choose a traffic strategy. Excuse me again. I say choose a traffic strategy and make it work. Not see if it works, not test it out, make it work. Now, do you want multiple traffic strategies? Sure you do. Now, I want to make this super clear, guys. This is so huge. Do you want multiple traffic strategies? Yes. When it's a matter of expansion. I'm going to repeat that. When it's a matter of expansion. When you are adding another platform to attract and connect with your target audience on top of one that you've made work, well, that's like buying more land. You're expanding. On the flip side, when you are changing strategies or dabbling in everything, it's a crutch. It's a crutch for laziness and indecision. It's like you're just moving from plot of land to plot of land. You're just moving around. Where? In fluffy never never land, guys. See, you have all the traffic strategies in the world in the MLSP back office. Don't just try one. Make one work. Make it work. Do you think April Marie Tucker just tried Instagram for a little while, and if it didn't work out right away, she quit? No. She claimed her land, guys, and she said, not only is this who I'm going to be in the marketplace, but this is how I'm going to drive my traffic. Understand that action is the only thing that will teach you how to put the pieces together. Action is the only thing that will make that traffic strategy work. It may not work right away for you, right away when you try it. Why? Because maybe you don't understand it completely. Why? Maybe you haven't claimed your land yet. Maybe you haven't decided who you are and what you provide for who. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, and we got to bring this call to a close. Some of you are thinking, who am I in the marketplace? Okay, what am I the go-to person for? How do I choose my land? How do I speak their language? I'd love to make a decision, Justice, but I'm not, I just don't know. I'm still speaking fluffy. I don't know what traffic strategy to choose. I don't know. I still feel new to all this. Understand, we've all felt like that at some point or another. The difference is some of us chose. Now, if you feel like this, that's the way you feel, then you got to go out there and get the solution, right? This past Wednesday night, MLSP just presented you with the perfect solution. Mark Harbert's doing a course called the Lead Generation Formula, right? It's teaching people how to do all this stuff, how to position themselves, how to brand themselves, how to claim their land, how to make that declaration, how to find out I provide X for Y, how to make that decision, how to speak the language, and how to drive the traffic. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't make these tough decisions, if you don't get these answers sorted out in your business, then you're living in no man's land. And I've watched people drive lots of traffic without some of these pieces in place, still live in fluffy never never land. That's the bottom line, guys. Traffic is easy. You have every answer you need. We have the best info marketing courses in the marketplace, the best leaders teaching on what's working right now inside My Lead System Pro. If I wanted to learn internet marketing, which I do, and that's why I'm here, there is no place I'd rather be. But if you don't claim your land in the marketplace, if you don't speak your message to the person who you're out to help, whose problem you're going to solve, if you don't make a stand and attract the right person by being willing to make a clear statement as to what you provide and who you are, and you're going to repel a lot, that's okay. This is where leads come from, guys. This is where conversions happen. This is where sales come from. This is where teammates come from. Make this distinction, and everything in your business will change. Guys, I hope you found this helpful. If you've had an aha moment, but you still feel like you don't know where to start, go jump in Mark's course. It's in your back office right now. This is a defining moment in your business. You must plant this flag. You must make these decisions. So, guys, I'm going to sign off. We're halfway past the hour. I'm going to go over in the My Lead System Pro group. chat it up with you guys. I'm going to go over there and post. I want to know what your biggest takeaway was. I'm going to go put a post over there right now.